you have to walk before you can run. And similarly with soccer, you have to start out dribbling by looking down at your foot before you can start getting to the next level and looking up and scanning the fields and looking at being aware of what's going on around you.
Okay, so now that we've emphasized that you should look up at the field instead of looking down at the ball when you're dribbling, now the question becomes, okay, so where do you look? So you should look for the following things in the following order. You should look for an open goal, right? So you should look for like a goal scoring opportunity. If the goal is within a shooting distance and you see an opportunity, then just take the shot. Don't be scared, or don't like overthink. Don't think, oh, I can pass to this guy, or I can like dribble here and then shoot. That's just like overthinking. If there's a clear goal scoring opportunity, just take the fucking. Sorry, I shouldn't curse, but just take the shot. Don't be scared that your teammates might think you're selfish. You think Ronaldo was ever scared of coming across selfish, right? Just have a little bit of arrogance. Like you've practiced enough to be where you are. You're capable of taking this type of shot. So just take it. Who cares if you miss, right? You're gonna miss. You're not gonna make every shot. You're gonna miss lots of shots. So there's no point being scared of it. So just take the shot.
Next up, look for an open pass and look for a pass that creates opportunity. Like, for example, there's no point just passing back to a player that's behind you, right? Because you're just moving backwards. There's no point moving backwards. I mean, sometimes you have to, like maybe you're off position or something, so you have to just pass the ball back and get back to your position. Or maybe you haven't had the time to fully scan the whole field, right? So you don't know if there's a person that's like, that's good to pass to. So you might pass it back to somebody who has had their eye on the entire field. So you might pass it back to them so that they can make a better pass or, make a better move. But usually look for a good passing opportunity. That would be next. And then third, look for an open space, right? So if you can't find a good shooting opportunity or a good pass, then look for an open space. If you're getting pressed here, then you might think, oh, like me, I should go over there, right? Another thing you should look at is the momentum of the defender. So if the defender is coming at you in a certain momentum, then you have to try to go opposite that momentum, right? So if they're pressing at you this way, then you should try to go that way, right? Or you should try to like do some fake trick and go that way, But yeah, so just in that order, right? So open goal, open pass, and open space. Okay, now how do you get better at this? Well, like I mentioned before, to begin running, to even like think of starting to run, you have to first be able to walk, right? So you're gonna have to start out being able to actually dribble before you can dribble looking up at the field. So this is what you do. Literally put cones like 20 feet apart or something like this. So around there. And then literally just dribble back and forth with the outside of your foot, right? That's how you normally dribble anyway. So like this. Just do that. Now, once you've gotten the hang of that, put a few more cones and try to dribble around the cones, and keep making the cones tighter so that it gets progressively harder to dribble and you get more practice dribbling. Just try to dribble normally, look down at the ball, adjust where you need to. Right, just like that. Oh, for extra bonus, maybe try dribbling with your left foot too, or like your weak foot, Yeah, make the cones tighter to make it progressively harder as you go along. That's very tight.